Good morning, Mike's Diabetes World, or good day, or whatever it is where you are. We're up, it's late September. Well, it's not that late. It's still, I guess we're still middle. Friday will be the end of summer. So, and then we get into the fall. And then we'll get into the rain-soaked winter. So enjoy the last couple of days. When does cheating stop? I guess cheating never really stops. There's always ways that diabetics try to hide things. Oh, well, I can go out to a party and I can drink or I can have a whole bunch of that. Now, there's just a way I can hide that. And when I got my first pump, I was in Lionsgate Hospital, and the doctor at the time was Dr. John Hunt, who was sort of the premier endocrinologist of his time. And there were these two other women, I call them girls because back then, and they found this great feature on their glucometer where they could just take that blood sugar away. And they thought they were being great, their blood sugar. Oh, the doctor, look, my blood sugar are perfectly normal, and it wasn't so. It took it out of the average, but Dr. Hunt could still take a look at the blood sugars. And so often, I'll just forget to write that blood sugar down. That's a high. But if you start playing around with your blood sugars, you're going to be the one who is not going to get the best treatment. You're going to be the one, oh, well, my blood sugar is high. Oh, I'm not feeling well. Now, a lot of times as diabetics, we get accused of cheating when we're not cheating. That could be blood sugars not being done. That could be, oh, well, I'm not going to record. That could mean, oh, well, I'm going to take more insulin. Oh, I'm going to take less insulin. Oh, I want my figure, I'm going to take less insulin. You're only hurting yourself. And this is really quite important. Yes, you're diabetic. We all have to deal with it. We all have something. Almost every human being has something they've got to work on every day. It may not be diabetes, and yes, they may be able to go into a bakery and order whatever they want. But you need to be conscious of this. If something's not working for you, don't try to hide it. Take care of yourself by letting your doctor know. Now, it's a two-way street. Like I started this video by saying, you get in what you get out of it. Your doctor, sometimes I know they just sit there and they roll their eyes. That so-and-so. Your doctor will, your doctor should set up expectations. For example, years ago, I had a doctor who said, I want you to have a valid question for me every time I see you. Doesn't matter if I'm in the hospital. So he wanted me to come up and find out answers for myself, and to this day, if I have questions, I will go look. I don't walk into the doctor's office and say, okay, well here, solve all my problems. That's not realistic. I don't care if you're an 8-year-old boy or girl watching this. I don't care if you're a 45-year-old male or female. Sorry, I'm being gender specific. Don't mean to be. But you should come prepared. You should go to your lab, have all your blood work done, and make sure you have your log books and get everything taken care of. You need to be aware of things. Don't just go and say, oh, well, okay, doctor, come up with things. So often, I can remember these teenage girls walking around the hospital with an IV pole and saying, oh, well, my doctor doesn't do anything for me. Blah, blah, blah. I said I wanted this and he doesn't. Well, if you came prepared and have an open conversation, maybe things could be different. It's up to you. Don't just sort of expect him to solve all your issues. Sometimes you could come up with great ideas yourself. You know your body better than anyone else, but don't sort of, oh, well, doctor, oh, I'm fine. Oh, yes, everything's wonderful. When it's not. So, record things. If you, I don't know, had a piece of cake, or maybe you had two, and your blood sugar spiked, well, write that in the logbook. Tell them a reason why. If there's no reason why, be honest and tell them, I don't know what the reason why was. Years ago, and I've mentioned his name already because I did admire him, Dr. John Hunt. He told us, and I'm not sure if I've told this story before, but he had a patient. And this patient, around the same time, every month or every couple of months, would have a high spike in their blood sugars, and they couldn't understand why. So they went through and said, okay, I want you to think about every time this happens, what did you do that day? And you wrote it down. And what they found was she would get her hair colored. And the hair color she was using had sugar in it, and it was being absorbed by the scalp. Now, I think things have changed with hair colors nowadays. But you have to be conscious of this. You need to maybe record things down. Think about, what did you do this day? And why is your blood sugar that high? And once in a while, I've said, if you have a piece of sweet or whatever, and your blood sugar goes higher, well, write down and say, I didn't correct properly. You need to be realistic. Don't need to be, let's hide everything. So in reality, if you say, my doctor doesn't do anything for me, it could be you. Friday, I have doctor's appointment. Well, but I have to sit down, come up with my questions, and don't just sort of sit there as a log taking information. You have to be responsible for yourself. And, as soon as you really actually pay attention to things and record and start to see trends and mark out reasons why, it's amazing how your blood sugar will start to come in line. It may not be perfect like me. Mine is never perfect. But you can sort of take out all the variables. Well, have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.